Hello, welcome back to Space Engineers on the Xbox, on the Series X, with the next and potentially final part of this mobile HQ. What are we going to do? Well, we've done the drill pit and we've got the thing flying. And in the last particular episode, I noticed the drop was caused by this here. The inertial dampeners were off. You can turn them on and off by holding down the left bumper and tapping the Y button. They were off for some reason, so that's why the ship was dropping. With these four large atmospheric thrusters, it still lifts quite nicely. You could put more on if you want. The more you have, the more lift you've got. And bear in mind, this isn't meant to be flying all the time. It's meant to move around. Anyway, we have this room here. And we're going to want to set this up so that if we do have people playing, I'd set it up for at least 1, 2, 3, 4 people, so you could take advantage of dropping some extra seating in here, just so friends can enjoy the light or just sit around, potentially use couches. If you want any extra controls on this thing, you could throw in some flight seats or so on. Looking at the decorations, we could also have a few desks here, so we can have 3 people at the front. And then if you want some passengers or you want some side desks, you can put them here. So these work really well. They afford a decent view out along with the pilot, and there's no need to worry about assigning controls and so on to them. Also look at some lighting in here as well. You could go for the lighting panels. They work quite well. And having 3 strips of these, like so, give the room quite a nice view. You can put some view screens up here as well, just to flesh it out a bit more. If you've got mods, you could use Colt Command Center. As we've got wide LED panels work. So do these. You could just have, say, 1, 2, and 3. You can have them running. Let's see, different things. Down onto here. Draw on a script. Let's have a nice digital clock on this one. Velocity on this one. And there we go. Wasn't white on it. This one, like that. So we've got lighting and some extra detail. If it's not bright enough in here, you can always add more lights. I've got corner lights here on this little corridor. No lights in here, but we haven't quite finished this yet, because what we can do is that we can give ourselves some windows up there. We could put some windows in down here as well. One of my favourite sets of windows for Space Engineers. I want them. Go for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. Have these windows. Yeah. So nice little view out. Can't really do it at the back here because of all this. Could potentially echo it here, but I'm not sure. I'd want to do that. Might want to put some stuff in the corner down the line, extend things. But we could potentially do it along here, just because. And so we've got our windows, and we can, if we also want, drop in a second floor. We could put that second floor here, and the best way to do a floor now is by using these light armor panels, because you can put chairs on top of these light armor panels. I want to do this. Still manipulate the drill, that's not a problem. Go there or not? Actually, we'll change our mind. That's what to do. Bring it. Here like this. How are we going to get up into here? I think I'm just going to have some form of bog standard stairwell. Don't want it really interfering with anything. Looking at it. Have a look. Ladders. There's the grated stairs that will work quite well for this. I think. You notice they won't attach. So what you can do is you could build yourself a little rated platform on them to help them attach. You could put a block. I think you could use a support column, but I do like the step-on idea where we can stop off a little bit of rated catwalk walkway. So we're going to be putting that there. But first, we're going to be dropping in some supports. And these are quite good. These there as well. We'll see. That definitely. I don't think it needs another one there. Honestly. Then. Over there. Gonna need to put some more supports in to handle that. If that works. Half the fun. It'd help if I flip them around the right way as well. Really does depend on what you want to do, though, because 9 times out of 10 you might look at this and think, oh, that's not going to work actually. So design and iteration might be easier to bring these stairs as part of this, knock out one of these that's along here and bring the stairs down, saving some space. But never be frightened of experimenting with Space Engineers. Get things working to try and make them work. It's half the fun of the game. I'll put that in the wrong way. Looks kind of cool, but now I want them up the right way. And when you're prototyping with Creative, it's a lot easier. Even if you've got survival with creative mode tools on, just do this. You can see there's a problem there. So what we need to do just give ourselves a bit of space. Put that block back I just accidentally took out. And just give ourselves one platform. Enough to work with. then now we can look at making that work a bit better. Shame we can't get that to fit all the way there. That would look quite good. Filling it in with blocks.
Fuel low.
These won't work because
Fuel critical.
jetpack a lot. Used all of my hydrogen bottles. There we go. Going to change the time. And so we've got a bit more light. Yeah, as I was saying, that there could be replaced with a regular block. I'll think about this over time, but at least now I've got access up here. And what I wanted to do up here was go to the decorations, go to the couch, choose the bed, and just pop four of these in here. There's going to be sealing all this eventually, although I probably won't need to do that as a video. I'll continue on with this off camera and then come back to it a bit later on. But as always on this, when you get to a certain point like this, it's an idea to quick save it, but also blueprint it. Remember, go into your controls, turn on your ship or your state or your mobile headquarters, whatever. Make sure all the thrusters are functioning. Take it up off the ground like this, so that then when you come to blueprint it, by pointing at it, pressing in the right stick, going to the right trigger and choosing copy grid, because remember we've already got a blueprint of this, we can copy that grid, and we've actually got that grid now on our cursor. We can drop it anywhere we want. So just left bumper B, and then RB, then B, and it'll take you to your blueprints. You should see that I've got mobile HQ. I make sure I've got that selected. Come down to replace, press A again, and I've replaced that blueprint now with the one that's in the clipboard. So now we've got all the changes I've made, such as the lights and so on. And you can check this by clicking in the right stick and going paste grid, and then just look at the grid if you can. If you can't do it, do it outside. You should see I just release the grid. You can see the lights there, look, and all the changes that we've made have now been copied. This blueprint, we can double check that by going to the blueprint itself and selecting Mobile HQ, and you should see that just over there you can see the beds and their windows, so it's all worked fine. And as you can see, the Mobile HQ flies quite nicely, hovers. I've also made a slight change to the drill pit underneath, made it a little more cosmetic. Slowly but surely this thing is taking shape. Over time you'll be adding to it as you explore planets like Earth, like Pertum or whatever. And if, remember, you're on somewhere without an oxygen system, you're going to need to seal something like this and provide oxygen as well, which means lots of air vents are required for a room like this, and some airlocks. Anyway, there you go. That is my Space Engineers video. I think I can say this is pretty much as is, with a few things that I want to do. Lots more lighting, a lot more decoration, some additional external design. This is a D-Wolfie1 Plays, so I may well do yet another video of finishing that off, but that's all I have time for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the support, the engagement, and most of all, thank you for your time. I will definitely catch you in the next one. And remember, Grid.ii is coming. It's definitely coming. We just need a little bit more news on it. Bye for now.